follows on from the one on at the side of Demir, running at 12.5 kilometers and 2.5% incline. We're going to cover some additional aspects which are supplementary, but quite interesting to go through, as our key focus is going to be to look at where we're placing our foot, improving the leg cycle, and arms. I'm going to cover arms again from the back because we get a better view from those. We get a better view of the arms from the back position. I'm just going to focus on just have a look at Demir's foot tracking. Now, when we run, the foot can take many paths, and the idea being is we're looking to follow the path from the dot of the foot. So if we look at the left foot as it comes up, I mentioned, just see the left foot comes away from that line and then comes back and lands inside it. Now, I will come back to this landing point in the next section. So by improving the leg cycle, we can hopefully look to encourage that foot to track straighter through in terms of that position. If we play it through again, we can see from toe off where that foot again is landing inside of the line. If we look at the right foot, get to the point of where the toe off was the last point, so toes aiming to leave last. We'll just move that line across to there, and we'll just see where the right foot tracks. So the right foot wants to move away from the line and then come back in, and then is landing inside. So this is where the point where I'm just going to pause and just look at that landing position. So we've got the right foot landing there, and now we're going to play it through so that the left foot comes in, and we can see that both feet are landing on the same spot. Now, what this lends itself to do is for the body, the foot is crossing the midline of the body. So we can see the midline is through here. And we can see that the left foot is very much close to that midline. If we look at the right foot, we can see that right foot is crossing over the midline of the body. So with a crossover, what that tends to do, and we can just, if we zoom in, we can see it, is it causes the ankle to pronate, to roll inwards. So just see the angle from there. So it starts to roll in, and it comes into that position there. Now, this is linked in with overstride because the body, because it's in contact with the ground for a longer period of time, the body falls out of alignment. So that will put pressure on the outer hip, thigh, so the IT band, down to the lateral part of the knee due to the increased mechanical forces, and that can transfer into the ankle as well. So although it's not a massive crossover, is still something we'll look to address, and we can help that by thinking about landing on two tracks, like a train track, or double yellow lines to keep those keep those feet nicely in position. So that's the crossover. Now what we're going to look at is the arms, and I mentioned the arms briefly about them not particularly being used in the action, and I'm just going to highlight that now. So with the arms, and I didn't explain this, I don't think particularly clearly, but the arms, if we're deliberately limiting the arms, the use of the arms, it's going to cost more energy than it does to use the arms efficiently. So lack of arm drive is going to cause the body to twist at the torso. So if I just get to a pause here, we can see where we've got that twist because the left shoulder dot has disappeared. So we've got the chest looking to point over to the other corner. So we're getting a twist in that lower torso area and that back, which will put pressure on the back extensors. And we can see that movement. Also, if we just watch the arms as I play this through now, you can see that they stay close to the side of the body, so they're limited in their movement. So if we just watch as it comes in again. So again, the arms staying put, and we've got that right shoulder dropping, which is causing the torso. It's difficult to see, I appreciate, but we can just see the angle of the body, but we can just see where we got a twist in the torso area, which is leading to the chest wanting to point over to where I've got that session plan on the wall there. So that also contributes to the crossover because we're contralateral, and we've also got the right arm coming across. So if the right arm's coming across the body, the left foot has to compensate for the balance by coming across the body, which again causes that body to have extra stress. And if we have a look at the left arm, you can just see there the switch, and this is why the right foot is crossing over more, because the left shoulder is twisting in greatly, which leads to that elbow pointing away. Now, Demir's arm positions are really good. We've got a nice angle. We probably just need to relax the shoulders a little bit in that position. But if we can start getting those elbows driving backwards rather than twisting from the torsos, that will give his legs rhythm, balance, and speed. Linked in with the arms, we just see that the elbows are slightly pointing away as they come into the position. That's also to compensate for a little bit of balance with that overstride. So it's very subtle, but we can just see that right arm has just started to come away from the body. That's preparing itself to balance for when the left foot comes in and it overstrides in that position. So that's where we get that aspect. Now, in terms of improving that, the DMS work that I'll do on the mats and the work that Demir's doing on the mat that I loaned him will greatly start to improve leg strength and ground interaction, and also upper body control. So 3 areas we're going to work on, as I mentioned at the start, are going to be increasing the arm drive. We're going to be looking at relaxing those shoulders, and we're going to look at foot strike, where we're placing our foot, and increasing the leg cycle. Any questions about any of this aspects in this video, please do not hesitate to get in touch. Many thanks.